What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Thursday morning, June 25th, and it's 2:32 in the a.m. I am right on time this morning. I usually like to start filming at about 2:30, so I'm on point. I am not on point with what I'm about to talk about, however. Sisters, this is a message for the sisters. Brothers, I need you to listen in. I'm going to give you some tips about the sisters. True, genuine sisters. And I use that phrase because I want you to hear me. And sisters, this is a plea to you all about knowing your worth. And you know, your worth comes from a lot of influences. Okay? So brothers, pay attention to the knowledge that I'm getting ready to drop. And some of you might not see it as knowledge, but for me, you know, I heard something, and maybe it's my age, but I just clutched the pearls all the way to my office, and it's stuck in my head. Let me just get into it. So, as I've shared on numerous occasions, you know, I listen to hip hop, and I don't like today's hip hop, but I listen to hip hop. I wish they had an old school station. Let me just put it that way, or a conscious rap station. Anyway, let me get back to the point. I listen to it to kind of balance out road rage. I don't know if any of you have ever driven in the Bay Area, but you know, road signs and stripes on the road are merely suggestions for people. That's how I feel about Bay Area drivers. Not that I'm a stellar driver, but I come from a long line of people who can drive the heck out of cars. So I'm competent, but now I feel myself aging, so I'm a little bit more cautious. Getting back on point. I heard two songs that just made me lose my mind in my car. And I heard my grandmother's voice, my mama's voice, and, you know, just talking about the value of being female. Now, some of you may think, and this is not valid all the way across the board, you know, as part of the alphabet community, LGBTQI, LBGTQ, y'all, and often mass presenting. Now, you will never see me in a dress. I kind of go what I like to call tomboy chic. I'm always in jeans, t-shirt, and a hoodie, unless, you know, it's a formal occasion, and then I will dress for the occasion. Okay? Just so you know, just so we're clear. So as part of that community, part of that representation of the community, it does not divorce me from being female. You know, I love the divine feminine. I love the balance of, I want to say, the andro kind of balance, andro energy, if you will. Yes, I can fix a car. Yes, I can fix things. Yes, I am very much a woman. Yes, I am tomboy chic. Okay. that's neither here nor there as part of being female. I know who I am, and I celebrate it. That being said, let me get into something that is subliminal devaluation or subliminal markdowns. And then we have a generation of folks who are fully vested in their own markdown, devaluation, based on accepting this as the norm. Okay, so the first song I heard, and I could feel myself kind of, leaning in my car and making all kinds of, I tell you, I was clutching the pearls. First song I heard was Ass by Big Sean. And somehow it's supposed to be cute when you use the dollar signs for the S's. Now, I use that in my last name because my last name is Banks and I'm always broke. But, that's my own little humorous take. But here we go. Now, I know this name will irritate anybody that has two gray cells that are talking to one another. Nicki Minaj has a frame in this song. Wobbly wobble, whoa whoa wobble, whopping. Now there is a literary genius. I'm being sarcastic. Anywho, blank so fat, all these bees I want to say feminine parts is throbbing. Why are women throbbing looking at your behind? Then she goes on to say, somebody point me to the best A eater. What? That's in a song? Then she talks about her vaginal area being clean. What? Then there's the word anus. I never thought in my lifetime that would be a song lyric. Okay. Then we go to a little bit more benign song by Travis Scott. And I say benign with some hesitation, but it doesn't say, the lovely song lyric, anus. He goes on to say, F3 hoes I met this week. Then he names a person. I don't do old hoes. Oh, no. My N-word, that's a no-no, straight up. Old hoes. Now, if you're tired of being called bitches and hoes, stop dancing to the music that calls you bitches and hoes. Hold people accountable. That's how you're being seen and that's how you're being acknowledged. And if you respond to it, you're co-signing it. So you can't get upset when someone calls you out of your name. just my 2 cents. It's just my take. I know I'm old. And, like I told one of the people in my family, not too long ago, you can have your opinion. You can voice your opinion. But you will not disrespect me in that voice.